Sean here, back with another video, and today I want to talk a little bit about Bitconnect. In our previous video, we talked about Bitcoin and what it was, and so people can get a better idea of what it was all about. It was just a brief overview. I had a lot of friends and family who weren't sure. I also mentioned about Coinbase. Which is a virtual wallet. Remember I said you need a virtual wallet? Well, this is your virtual wallet right here. This is one of them. You would go ahead and put your money in here. I do have a link down in the description if you want to create an account. If you use my referral link, you will get an extra $10 worth of Bitcoin. I will as well. And from here, you can purchase Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and then you can take your Bitcoin or your money and exchange it for any other currencies on any other platforms. Which I'll get into in another video, but this is where you want to put your money. This is going to be your virtual wallet. So from here, what I want to talk about is Bitconnect, and this is what the Bitconnect dashboard is going to look like once you sign in. Again, I have a link down in the description for this, so you can sign up. And what this is, I want to talk about this today a little bit. What this is simply a place where you can lend out your money and get interest back daily. So I'm gonna try to explain this as simple as possible. I really don't want to confuse too many people. But essentially, you want to lend out your money and you get interest back daily. And just to give you an idea, my total investment so far is $340. Now that's not what I started out with. I started out with like $100, and then I added another 190 because I saw what the return was, and it was up to 290, and then I've been reinvesting ever since. So my total earned right here is $35.81, and my affiliate bonus, I've had some people sign up underneath me. You get 5% of what they put in, and I got $15 from him, so a total of $50 so far. Now I've been doing this for about 2 weeks, I think going on 3 weeks now. So I mean, it's really not that bad, considering all I'm doing is logging on here and hitting reinvest, and people don't understand that, it's interest daily. I mean, if you have a savings account and you have money in there, what's it doing? How much interest are you getting on that per year? Some people, they get it quarterly, others they get it yearly, but what is it, 1 to 2%? And then when I explain to people that this is a forecast of what the past 7 days have been, or past 6 days I should say, I'm sorry, of what the interest has been daily. We're not talking quarterly or yearly or every 6 months. This is daily right here, okay? So when I say I'm getting 1.46% on my money, that's, I'm not making that figure up, right? This is what I'm getting. Now obviously it varies depending on the volatility. If you read down here in the description, basically it all comes down to the trading bot and the software that they use to determine the interest rate. But yes, it does vary, as you can tell, 0.11, but this is an estimate of what it's going to be. I've seen it be like 0.2 and then go up to like 0.5 for the next day, but it varies. But even so, this is still, even at its lowest, honestly, it's still better than having it sitting in your savings account. Now the thing that another reason I want to go over this simply is because people are saying that it's a scam, and they don't trust it, and that's fine. Do your research, and if you don't like what it does or how it sounds, by all means don't invest in it. That's completely fine. There's other stuff out there to do. I'm just simply want to bring you guys a video to give you an idea of what's out here and what could potentially happen. That's all. But I was looking up some reasons, and one person was saying that their grammar was off. Like I'm not gonna go based off that. I mean, okay, yeah, you look at it and you're like, well, they can't learn how to spell, but I'm not gonna not invest in something because their grammar's off a little bit. It happens. But yes, it should be looked into, and depending on how bad, would raise some red flags. Another one was the guy was saying that it was too good to be true, and you know what? Fortune favors the bold. If you're not going to take the risks on some things, then you know what? That's fine. That is absolutely fine. Go to your job, do your thing, if that's what you like to do. But if you're doing the same thing over and over every day and nothing's changing, obviously it's not working out. You're not getting where you want to be. So if you don't want to change up and take risks on certain things, educated ones, of course, not just random ones, then I don't know what to tell you. But I was willing to take the risk on this, and it's been paying off, as you guys can see. Another issue that someone was saying was they want Bitcoin in exchange for a Bitconnect, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, okay. There's a currency that I just bought recently called Naga, and they were asking for Bitcoin to purchase Naga coin. So I don't really see anything wrong with that, because here you would bring your Bitcoin from your Coinbase account, and you'd bring it. You go to your accounts right here, and then you would go to BTC, which I have nothing in it right now. You'd hit send, and then you put the address in, and you would bring it, and you'd see the balance right here, and then you would exchange it over to your Bitconnect wallet, and from here you would lend it out. But I didn't see no issues with exchanging it for Bitcoin. I'm pretty sure everyone's doing that, so I don't know what they were trying to get at there. Again, I just did a little bit of research online, looked at some websites, what people's complaints were and stuff. I mean, if there's legit complaints and things that people say it's a scam, show me. I'd love to see it. I'm not saying that this isn't a scam. What I'm saying is that I'm making this amount of interest. Get out of here. I'm making this amount of interest per day on my money, and this is what I've made so far out of 290. That's what I'm saying. I'm not telling you that tomorrow this website's going to be here. It may not be here. That's the truth. But I'm willing to take this risk because of the amount of interest that I'm making. And my account is minute compared to some people out there. They have thousands in here, and their lending wallet is ridiculous looking. But I'm starting off small, and this is kind of more realistic to some people out there who probably do want to invest $200 to $300, and they don't have thousands and thousands of dollars they want to invest. So how the process all works, let's get back to that real quick. So like I said, you go to Coinbase, right? You deposit your money. It's going to be USD wallet. You buy yourself some Bitcoin. You send it out. It's going to be right here. You're going to exchange it for Bitconnect coin, and then you're going to go to your lend Bitconnect, and this is the different levels they have here, depending on how much you want to loan out. And this is pretty cool. I like how they did this. But if you want to do between 100 and 1,000, okay, then whatever the interest rate for that day is going to be, that's what it is, and you're locked in for 299 days. If you want to lend out anything over 1,000, but 1,010 to 5,000, you're guaranteed 0.1%. So when I showed you this little thing right here, okay, this is what I would be getting, right? If I did $100, you would be getting it for instance, like today, you would be getting. I'm sorry, tell you over here. Today you'd be getting 0.58, okay, and while everyone else would be getting 0.48. You'd be getting 0.58 because you lent out $1,010 to $5,000. So, and again, your capital is released in only 239 days, so you don't have to wait the full 299. You get it back sooner. And as you can see, the more money you put in, the more you get back, all the way up to 0.25% daily. Okay, 0.25% daily. Let's just say, for hypothetical reasons, okay, which has not happened yet to me. Okay, and if you look at the monthly chart here, it has not happened. This is the daily interest that everyone's been getting: 0.39, 0.48, it's just 1.23. 1.5, 1.2, okay, you can see what I'm getting at with this. A lot of them are over 1%, right? So let's just say you only get 0.25% because it's 0% interest that day, which has happened, but hasn't happened to me yet. Even so, in 4 days, you're getting 1% on your money. That's what a lot of people get either quarterly, depending on their bank, or yearly on their money. So even with the 0.25% a day, you're still ahead of the game, right? Now, granted, obviously you need to be putting in 10,000 to 100,000, which again nobody really has. That's why I'm trying to be more realistic here, and anywhere between 100 to 1,000, because that's usually what a lot of people are going to do, unless they have some more money to play with. Then they'll throw in anywhere between 1,000 to 5,000. But the higher you go, your capital gets released, a lot sooner, and you get your money back. So you put in the amount you want, and it tells you how many Bitcoin you're going to get, or BCC, and then you just hit, I read terms, conditions, and then pay for from your Bitconnect wallet. And then what it'll do is you go over to your transactions. I'll let this load here for a minute. Okay, and you go to your lending wallet, and you'll see it'll show up. Let's see, I have a couple reinvestments here. Let's see if I can find one where I invested my initial amount. Here it is, right here, $100. Okay, that was my initial investment. I told you guys I invested 100. That's it right there. That's gonna come up, and it's gonna show you that it's lending it, and then this is the interest I was making daily on it. I mean, it's proof right here, you know. So like I said, is it a scam? Is it not a scam? All I know is what's happening and what I'm doing, you know, and you guys can make a decision based off that, what you're seeing, you know. I'm not going to show you something that I'm not doing myself, and then say, oh yeah, it's great, go check it out, you know, and then you guys get burnt. You know, that's not what I want to do here. This right here was me putting in another 20 bucks. I reinvested it. So the whole concept behind this, I mean, what you really want to do is you want to kind of just you get your compounding interest going. And what I mean by that is when every day, like I said, you're getting interest, it's going into your lending wallet. And what you want to do is you want to reinvest it. So you would come over here once you get to $10, and then you would just take your leftover amount, accrued amount, and then right here would be another one, which would be your profit. You just hit all, and it goes into here, and you got to be over 10 bucks. And once it's over $10, you'll see the $10 right here, and you hit reinvest. And what that's doing is you're creating another contract with the lending bot for 299 days, and that's how you notice that I went from 290 up to 340 because I keep reinvesting my interest. So it's just compounding interest. So now I'm getting 1% on $340 as opposed to $390, and so on and so forth. And a buddy of mine that's been doing it with me, you know, he's on the same boat I am. He started out, I think, 280, and he's up to 330 now. You know, so and every day he calls me. You know, it's exciting at first. It really is. You know, and you'd be surprised what you can do over time. You know, and then, you know, once you get to a point where you're comfortable, see, here's what I want to do, and this is another way to get rid of your risk too, is what I thought about is, so say you initially invest, let's just say 200 bucks, and you're locked in for 299 days. Over those 299 days, you're building interest, so you're reinvesting that interest. Once your 299 days hits, you're going to get your capital release, which it'll show up right here, which I don't have any yet. And what you're gonna do, if I was you, I would take that money and pull it out and put it back in my bank account. So at that point, you have no risk involved whatsoever, none. The only risk you ever had was the first 299 days, and then after that, you got your money back, and you could feel better about yourself, knowing that, okay, well now I'm making interest on my interest of my initial investment. That's all you're doing. That's it. So really, it's a lose. You can't lose. No, you know. You don't have any money involved. So if the website were to shut down the next day, you're still good, right? So that's what I plan on doing, I think. And, you know, just to show people that, you know, you can limit the risk, because I'm all about that. I do not want to risk, you know, much of anything if I can. But the reward has to be really good. So that's Bitconnect, guys. And like I said, the link is in the description. If you have any questions, any concerns about it, let me know. I will, you know, answer them as best I can. The average right now interest we'll be getting for the past 30 days is 0.81. I want to show you guys something real quick here. Let's see. I want to go to I have a spreadsheet that I found that I didn't make, someone else did. Look at this, check this out, okay? So if you were to come over here and you were to put in, let's just say 100 bucks, right? That's it, 100 bucks, right? On the average of 0.8%, okay, which I showed you, the average right now is what? 0.81 over 30 days. Let's see, over the last 6 months, it's 0.94, okay, even higher. But we're lowballing it. We're going to say it's 0.8, okay? So 0.8, right? This is what you're going to be getting daily, right? This is your daily interest that you're going to be getting. And this is what's your lending wallet's going to look like every day. Your lending wallet is going to look like this, and it's going to build up and build up and build up till you get to $10, and then you're going to reinvest it, right? So let's say you do a contract for 299 days with a $100 investment, okay? Let's scroll down here. If you notice the numbers here on the sides, on the left-hand side, let's scroll down to 299 days. Where is it at? We're getting there. Okay, boom, right? 299 days. Let's add an extra 7 for this up here. So let's go. Okay, so right here, roughly, right, 306. So your $100 just turned into $1,020, with again the average being 0.8% daily, and this is what you'll be receiving interest daily, and this is what your lending wallet would look like, where you would be reinvesting almost every single day $10. Okay, that's just with $100, and at that point you could take your $100 out and you'll be left with like $900. So then let's go back over here, right? 900. This is where you'd be. That's it. 900, and then you'd be getting 720, and then you get your initial $100 back. So like, there's nothing for you to risk at that point, you know. I mean, you gotta have some skin in the game. That's just how it is. You have to. You can't expect, something from nothing. So, do your own research, guys. Definitely do your due diligence, and if you don't like it, then by all means, don't do it. Don't do it if you're not comfortable. But anyways, that's the video. So in case you're new to the channel, I want to talk about the giveaway I'm going to be doing. For the first 100 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I want to have a survey when it gets closer of what people would like, and if you're one of the first 100 to subscribe to the channel and put on post notifications, you'll be entered to win the prize. Again, I don't even know what the price is right now. We're going to have you guys pick. I'll have a couple different options up there, and then you let me know what you like. Alright, so subscribe, like the video, guys. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. I appreciate you guys watching the video, and I will see you next time.